Hey, Jack Squad, YouTube family. How everybody doing? Hope all is well, and I hope you're making it happen for yourself. Got to make it happen for yourself. Come on up in here, peoples. Come on up in here. Okay, there we go. It happened. All right, all right. Just make sure everything working like it's supposed to work. Come on up in here, peoples. Uh, so we can talk about something. I didn't change the topic, y'all. I changed it for today because there's too much going on that we must discuss. Got to discuss it. We're gonna talk about prison stories probably Monday. But right now, hey T. Right now, hey Nick. Right now, we're gonna talk about Diddy. It's all about Diddy. Sorry if y'all don't like it. I'm sorry, but we got to talk. Too much stuff has come up. Y'all been sending me stuff. I've been trying to sneak and read stuff, sneak and listen to stuff at work. I just got home. We getting ready to talk about it. Yes, we are. Hey Denise. We getting ready to talk about it, child. Yes, we is. We getting ready to talk about it. We getting ready to talk about it. Okay? We getting ready to talk about it. Gotta talk about it. Cannot not talk about it. Okay? Lisa Marie, hey, hey. Sheila, hey, hey. My girls is here. Hey, hey. Got to talk about the Diddy. I know we was going to talk about something else. We're going to catch that Monday. Today, we talking about Diddy. Sorry, but that's what we talking about. And probably be talking about it for a long time because as long as it's going on, that's what bloggers do. We talk about shit, right? And that's what we're going to do. Y'all keep sending me stuff. I'm going to keep talking about it. And I appreciate it. Let me say this. Y'all know I'll be at work all day. I get up in the morning, off to the races with my book and YouTube, and then I go right to work. I come here, I get home at 7:30, 7:35, grab a bite to eat, and get on here. So I don't have time to see stuff till at night. So I appreciate y'all for keeping me. Yeah, it is a lot. It's a lot. It's got matter of fact, it's too damn much. It's too damn much. I got my notes. It's too damn much. It's too damn much. And y'all chime in as needed because I didn't see everything. But before we go there, though, before we get on down the Diddy train, we might be on here a minute because we got to talk about Diddy. But before we do that, did we talk about the earthquake yesterday in Taiwan? I didn't check on it. I looked at it this morning, but it happened yesterday. I saw it last night. But I don't know if they rescued any more people. Hey, Kay. I don't know if they rescued any more people. I think they had rescued maybe 7 or 9, something like that, right? But to see those buildings, big, strong buildings to the side, right? When I was looking at this morning, I think they was trying to rescue. It was going in the building. The firefighters was going in the building on the ladder trying to see if somebody was in this particular building, right? And a lady was telling her story that they heard it and they was trying to hold on to the doors. So when it stopped, they could be able to get out the door, right? And I said I was going to do it. I just haven't had time. I want to know, why is Taiwan, Japan, and all of that so susceptible? Because they had some tsunamis too behind this. Why are they so susceptible to earthquakes and tsunamis, right? And I guess if you have an earthquake in the ocean or the water, it would create a tsunami, right? That's, using my common sense, right? But why is that part of the earth, that region, so susceptible to that? I can't say these words because I ain't got no teeth back there. I think that's why I can't say that word. But I said I was going to Google that. And when I Google that, I'll get back to y'all because I need to know. I know Google is my friend. And because I'm so analytical and logical, I need to know shit. When shit happened, I need to know, why did it happen? You just can't tell me it happened. I need to know why. So I'm going to look that up. Hey, Golden Queen. I'm going to look that up. But listen here. We done talked about Taiwan, and prayers is to those people. Prayers are to those people because, it looks like it was in a business area, a business district, but still, prayers to those people. Next thing, and I saw this on TikTok. I think I saw it on IG. There was a shooting. See, people got to stop acting like we in Pakistan or Israeli somewhere, like we in a war. There in Houston, several people got shot. I don't know if anybody was unalived, but several people got shot. And they were shooting at a gas station. And that they didn't have just regular pew-pew-pew-pews. They had assault rifles at a gas station and looked like broad daylight, right? They have these guys' pictures. I don't know if they're another nationality. They're not white. They're not black. I don't know what they are, right? It's a lot of craziness going on. Hey, India. And so somebody that's named D Baby, I don't know if he's a rapper or a promoter. He's somebody that everybody know down there in Houston, right? They're saying maybe he got shot. That was this morning. They're not quite sure, right? My point is, people, they don't want gun control. Republicans don't want gun control, but there has to be some form of it. Because I know where I left my whole house and everybody I love in Cleveland because of gun violence, right? There has to be some way to get a hold of this. It has to be. Even though I know there's an underground market for firearms, I know that. But people are becoming so brazen. I know in Cleveland they're very brazen. They unaliving women and leaving them in the middle of the street every day, all day, since before I left. And it's even worse now, right? Just it's not talked about on the national scene. Why, I don't know. Maybe Cleveland not big enough. I don't know. But that today was frightening because those guys were like this at the gas station. Now, first of all, you at the gas station. You can blow up the gas station. Like, I hate when I see people smoke cigarettes at the gas station, let alone you got a whole assault rifle, right? Something has to be stopped about all of that. Something has to be done about that violence. And if there's a way to have gun control, I don't know if there is or not. But we got to at least try. I'm going to give y'all an update next week, Monday, because I'm going to see what happened over the weekend. Matter of fact, Tuesday, we're going to talk about the mayor, because they're having a meeting Monday the 8th. But they all in an uproar. And I've been watching the Chicago news this morning and stuff. They all in an uproar. And they want that mayor gone. And what she did, what I didn't know, is there was a young lady that was unalived. She was 19. And the police did it. And they're saying that the mayor covered it up. The mother spoke at the town hall meeting or whatever the meeting was called. At the meeting earlier this week, the mother spoke. The FBI down there. So I'm gonna check into it over the weekend, and we'll probably talk about it Tuesday, right? But right now, yeah, that was crazy. Right. That, and I'm talking about they was like this with him, right? Like, huh? Niggas, what? Yeah, she's talked. Now, I hadn't heard that before. Of all the stuff they talked about her, hadn't heard that. That right there, that incident right there, and the fact that I guess she was collecting money to buy wigs for cancer patients, and she has not bought them. She has not, and people have been donating money. And the lady spoke up that has cancer and said she's been buying her own wigs, and she contributed to this wig fund, and she didn't get her wig. This lady has been doing unscrupulous stuff. This Mayor Henyard, Tiffany, they call her Teflon Tiffany, but she ain't gonna be Teflon because when the feds don't have time to play with you. That's number one. When they come on the scene, they ain't getting ready to play. If they see it viable enough to come and investigate, you better believe they're gonna investigate. If they feel it viable to investigate, they're gonna investigate to the fullest extent of their capabilities, right? So she's probably in trouble, as rightfully so, because she didn't trick the scamming people. Now, I thought she came from another city. She was born and raised, went to school, was neighbors with these people. Born and raised in Dalton. And this how you do the people? She's straight Gestapo-like. She's acting like the Gestapo in that little township. It's a village. Yeah, I think a village smaller than the township, I believe it is. That small little community that you were born and raised in, your mama and them probably was too, and you climbing with this. You didn't mar. If your mama and them still alive and your daddy and them, you didn't mar them, grandmama and them, you didn't messed up their name, and ain't nobody gonna fool with them, Now, she says she closed the meeting because she was getting death threats. Well, if you got the police running around like the Gestapo, like they're a military force, yeah, you're gonna get threats. If you've been lying, stealing, and pillaging, yeah, you're gonna get threats, right? So we'll talk about that. We're going to see what unfolds Monday after their meeting. That's what I want to know, why she thought, because I'm going to tell you why. And I know y'all tired of me saying this word, but the more I read on it, the more I see it in people. She's a narcissist. She don't have any empathy. She ain't apologizing. She going to keep doing what she want to do because it's all about her. What mayor put billboards all around the city of them unless it's an election time? She got billboards with little motivational speeches or some shit, and she ain't even paid for the billboard. She owed them vendors. She's a narcissist, which is rare with women. They do exist. She's a narcissist. That's why. And she's full of power, money, and greed. Money begets the greed, right? Power begets money. Money begets the greed. You asked why earthquakes and tsunamis are prevalent. She said it has something to do with the tectonic plates in that area. Okay, good. Thank you. How about those goons, men and women who are with her? Yeah. And the police, let me tell you, when I watched this morning, I think it was this morning or last night when I watched that meeting, the policeman was sitting there with his hand on the podium. He couldn't have did that for me. I'm going to need you to move your hand because this is my space right here. They said it was an intimidation tactic, right? He had his hand right there the whole time, and he's controlling the mic and all that. Like, get the fuck out of here. Them people, listen, this woman is drunk with power. And for whatever reason, the police, I'm going to say that she increased the police's wages. She had to, because why are they all going along with that? She had to give them some sort of incentive. She had to, because why are they going along with her? Under the jail, let me see what you said. We have people in our community, they got to go. Sharks in the water. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And to think that she was going to get away with it. It does sound like she has a vendetta against her town. That's what I don't understand. So when I found out last night that she was born and raised, I thought she came from somewhere else. She had a degree. She applied for a position and they gave it to her. That's what I thought. She was born and bred there. One of the ladies, I don't know if it was the lady who had cancer, or somebody said, I know you, Tiff. They went to school together. She know these people. She know these people. It's a township, a village, not a town. It's a village. They all been living there 30, 40, 20 years. They know each other. And you do this to the people, so she betrayed their trust. She figured, okay, I can trust these people. I can have my way with them. She went in this with bad intentions. I believe that. I don't believe she said something happened and she said, well, shit, I'm going to get this money. I believe those were her intentions all along because of the people that she has surrounded herself with. Her boyfriend just got out of prison for essaying somebody and some other stuff. She went in it with bad intentions. She went in it purposefully with bad intentions. She thought they was a bunch of lumps and she could get away with it. And she did for a while. Now you done ran the bill up. They $7 million deficit. They didn't even have $7 million. You done spent all their money. And I'm telling y'all right now, because this happened in East Cleveland. Every mayor they got, one of the mayors ended up going to the penitentiary. But the rest of every mayor they had stole from the city till the city has nothing. And now East Cleveland used to be a type of city, it's right next to Cleveland, the same streets and stuff like that. You couldn't roll up through there. In the 80s, you couldn't roll up through there. The police force was heavy. It was a lot of businesses. It was a lot of bars. That's the place to go when you want to have fun. The mayors tore down the infrastructure. What this lady's doing. The mayors tore down the infrastructure till now they have nothing. They have no city cars. They have nothing. They have nothing. They have nothing. I touched somebody. I hope y'all can still touch something. Yeah. Abuse of power. That's right. Abuse of power. Kay said Karma's going to bite her in the ass when she leases. It is. It might be sooner than later because the FBI down there now. She made herself the supervisor because I told you she had two positions. Oh, she made herself the supervisor. Wow. I heard a good statement. A lot of us still have plantation mentality. We do. I see it down here all the time. I didn't see it at home, but I see it down here all the time. All the time. Yeah, she's a dressed up thug. Hey, Queen Supreme. Yes, she is. She is dangerous, but they have to take away the power from her. But anytime they try to, that's why they had to call the feds. What I don't understand is why the attorney general, why the governor, why somebody in that state of Chicago didn't do something before now. Because I thought they had got rid of her. She's worse than ever now. She's worse than ever. Everything she does, nobody can plan an event. Nobody can do anything. Now she done locked them all out. Everybody I locked out the building. Like, come on, sis, what the fuck wrong with you, girl? What is wrong with you, right? You have spent up all their money. One of your trustees or one of your somebodies essayed a woman, drugged her and essayed her. She woke up in the man's bed. You did nothing about that, didn't investigate that. Then you terminated the woman. That's the better word that they're using now. Terminate. Still means the same thing, right? Yeah, she is. She could be, but she coming up, fooling with them fans. They're going to show her just who she is. I'm just telling y'all. They're going to show her just who she is. Anyway, we got to get on over here to the Diddy now. We're going to talk about Diddy. Yes, we're going to talk about him. Because there's so much that's being unearthed and realized, right? Let me just say this. Y'all know I was a Diddy fan, right? I believe he is guilty of most of these accusations. Do I believe what Lil Rod is saying? Not sure about that. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Don't let me forget. But I believe there's something sinister going on with Puffy. I believe that. I believe there's something sinister going on with him. Allegedly. I got to say allegedly because they say that he's attacking bloggers and so on and so forth. You know what I don't understand is you're a public figure, right? When shit going good, you want everybody to talk about you. You want everybody to see you. Well, we still want to see you when it go bad. That's human nature, right? And we're going to talk about it. That's human nature. They say some people are terrified. Some bloggers are terrified. Make sure you use the word allegedly. Let me put allegedly up here right now. Matter of fact, where's my allegedly? Yeah, here we go. Allegedly, right? Now, I believe that there is some truth. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Flat out. Everybody ain't making this up. Everybody's not telling lies on you. Everybody's not doing that, right? Hey, Sparkle. Everybody is not telling lies on you. And the fact that Cassie came with her receipts and her story to tell, and you paid her the next day. I ain't never seen that in life. At least try to barter a little bit or something. Quickly wrote her out, cashed out her coins to her, right? That says a lot. That says a lot, right? So I believe that there is something sinister, like I said, surrounding Diddy. Now, there are a lot of people in his circle that are not here. And they say they're opening up to Kim Porter. Did I read that? Did I write that down? They're going to open up the Kim Porter situation. And I had forgot that the first corner is not here anymore. He's unalived, right? I forgot that part. He lost his life, right? Albie Shore is saying he gonna tell his story, and he believes that Diddy had something to do with Kim Porter's unalivement and his coma. That's what he's saying. He's gonna tell us. I don't know when he's gonna tell us, but he's gonna tell us, right? What I don't know, Diddy, but what I'm realizing is, I didn't realize a lot of this stuff back in the 90s because I was confused as to who. I was confused as to why Diddy's son looked like Albie Shore. Right? I just thought he just looked like him, right? Let me see how I say this. It's too many situations have happened surrounding Diddy. People that were in their youth. Okay, true enough, Heavy D was on a plane and he got a blood clot or something. You can't ride for a long period of time nowhere with your legs in the same position. You can't do that. I remember I went to St. Louis on the bus with my church, and my ankle swelled up. I'm like, shit, I ain't old enough for my ankles to be swelling up. But that's because we had sat a long time on the bus, right? No arrest because they're putting the picture together. See, the feds are different than the police. They're different, all the way different. They don't come at you until they have all what they need. It's laid out. When they come to you, they know that. Now they're gonna ask you, what can you tell us? What's up with you? But they already know what they know when they come to you. That's how they operate, right? It's not like the police, like, we're gonna arrest you because we got this evidence. They don't work like that. They don't work like they build their case. They build it, check off on it, then they come get you. He's been a puppet thinking he a boss. Yeah. I don't think he's a fall guy. I don't think he's a fall guy. I think this was what he liked to do for these people, these big wig Illuminati powers that be folks, right? I don't think he's a fall guy. I think he was all him. Because who was he the fall guy? He abused Kim. He abused Cassie. And I want to say he abused Misa too, the first girl. So who was the fall guy for that? Those are his actions. He's abusive to women. Those are his actions, right? The fact that, and when I see guys that are abusive to women, they don't really like women. Unless it's just for sex, right? They don't really like women. Wait, what somebody say? I missed that. What? These women, wives, bottom sex workers, just as guilty to stand by and watch them for years. Well, they may have been afraid, though. Cassie was afraid. They may have been afraid. Unless you've been abused, you don't understand the fear that a woman has. And just like they groom little kids and boys and stuff to do what they want to do, they do the same thing to women. If you've been groomed and it's levels to it. It ain't just automatic, right? It's levels to it. They capture your heart, capture all your emotions, and capture all that. And then they start a process of degrading you and doing all this stuff, right? So unless you've been abused, you won't understand that process, right? And if he has been trafficking, and drugging, gotta remember they say he drugs them, sort of like a Bill Cosby thing, allegedly. If you drug somebody, you traffic him, then now you trapped. Because where are you taking them? Who was he trafficking them for? That don't make him a fall guy. That make him a part of it. Right? He didn't just do that, but he did not do this by himself. But I would not call him if this is true, allegedly, I wouldn't call him a fall guy. Hell no. He's part of the shit. He's part of the machine. He's a part of the machine, a major part in it. So he wouldn't be the fall guy. There's too much controversy surrounding him. Something is true. I'm not saying everything that they're saying is true. Something is true, though. Do I believe Lil Rod? I don't know if I believe Lil Rod. Lil Rod might have just wanted to pay that, because I can't see you as a grown man working for somebody and allowing him to show his private parts and touch your private parts, and you keep going back to work every day. That don't make sense, right? Because you have an opportunity to go home. You know, like that one black guy reporter, I can't think of his name. He's a journalist. He said he sent his cousin or nephew or somebody over there to work for Diddy. And he said, well, how's the job going? He said he didn't go over there. He didn't go back because Diddy told him, if you don't do this, this, and that, you can't work. And that family member didn't go back to work. So that means he ain't gonna come after you if you don't want to do it. But if you don't want to do it, you can't be a part of his circle. That's what that means to me, right? So if Lil Rod was doing all this stuff and he said that Diddy told him that he was the one that shot the young lady in the face. He says Diddy told him that. He says J-Lo had the gun in her possession. That's what Lil Rod said, right? His former bodyguard said he never treated J-Lo out of pocket, never did her like he did Kim and Misa. Really? Because I heard he did stuff to Kim and Misa. J-Lo ain't fooled with a black man since Diddy. Guess she learned. No, she ain't. She done had every other nationality, but not no more black ones. She didn't even double back on one. Not no more black ones. She done went white. She went Puerto Rican. She's back with the white guy again. Ben Affleck. Is that his name? Ben Affleck. Yeah. Now, I don't think he abused J-Lo, but I think whatever J-Lo saw, she cut it. J-Lo, you never saw her with him again. She didn't talk about it. See, what I didn't know until today when I was watching something on YouTube, she got arrested too. See, I didn't realize she had got arrested back then. She got arrested. Shine got arrested. Diddy got arrested. Diddy got acquitted. J-Lo's charges was dropped. So Shine was the fall guy. Now, he was the fall guy. Now, as I was watching Sherelle's World, I didn't know this. I'm going to have to Google it. Shine don't have any ill feelings towards Puffy. They was on Drink Champs. I think they was on Drink Champs. I don't know how you could not have no ill feelings, but he just may be the bigger person. He sat long enough and so on and so forth. But I knew he was doing something great. He is a congressman in Belize. I thought he was a Buddha or something, a Buddhist or something, but he's a congressman in Belize. So he's went on and left that chapter behind. But they are saying that if he wanted to file a civil lawsuit, he would be within his right to do that if he did not do what they said he did. Like it's back in the 90s. In the 90s, I was doing all type of shit, but I remember the incident, but I did not remember that Diddy was arrested too, and then I didn't remember that part. But and somebody in the comments, in my comments, said Shine got $1 million when he got out. I don't know how true that is. I don't know. He told Rod that he shot someone, especially since he only been on a year. Lisa Marie says, I also believe he messed with Justin Bieber. The kid is messed up. Something happened to him. Is he still messed up? Now, I just watched a video of him talking to Justin Bieber in a whispering in his ear and patting him down when he came to his house. That and the fact that it was some interview I was watching or some video I was watching. And Diddy was talking to Justin and he was stuttering and, looked scared and stuff. He probably did. The question is, did he do something to Usher? I heard something now. This is alleged. I don't know what I was listening to or what I was watching. I don't even know if I should say this part because I don't know. That Diddy was the one that gave Usher the disease. I don't know how true that is. I ain't even gonna really go in on that because I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. But the Rod stuff, that could be him just trying to get a payday. That could be. And if Diddy was touching him and doing all that, he liked it. Because you wouldn't go back to work every day. If my boss put his hands on me, I'm not going back to work, right? I'm going to HR. But the other stuff, all the people that are not here anymore, and these people were relatively young people, right? Even though Heavy D was on a plane, he sat too long. They said Kim had a pulmonary something. I forgot what they said Andre Harrell had. It's like too much. Like for me, if I was Diddy and all my peeps, everybody in my circle start leaving this earth, I'm getting ready to go to church. I'm getting ready to go somewhere. I'm getting ready to go sit down somewhere and get myself together and do something. I'm ready to switch some shit up, right? It's a girl that worked with me, and everybody close to her have passed in the last 60 days. I want to tell her so bad to talk to God, right? But you can't be telling people stuff like that. But if stuff like that was happening to my inner circle, some changes would have to be made. Some changes would have to be made within me, right? Lord, don't take me. He didn't go to prison for that lady, so Shine didn't really take a fall for Diddy. He admitted to. Yeah, he admitted it to it, but I just never really believed it. I never really believed it. Because it was one gun, two dudes. I don't know. And I always felt, I don't remember. I don't, but I remember when it happened, I was like, Shine going to jail for that? Like, because it was like, we all knew or thought that Diddy did it. And then J-Lo left him and never came back. You never seen her no more, not with him, right? So it was always assumed, I put it like that Diddy did it. It was always assumed that. Wasn't expecting them 9 years, but it was always assumed that, right? But there's too many things, too many circumstances surrounding this man for some of it to not be true. Some of it to not be true. But again, he didn't do this by himself. And he didn't do this for himself, only himself. There's some other folks that benefited from this. A whole bunch of them. Let me see what my notes at. Now, I'll be sure, I think they said he's going to testify, talk about what he thinks. I still want to know why Albie Shore gave up custody to his son that looked just like him. Why did you do that? But I think that Diddy likes to, because remember, Marjorie Harvey was with the son and then she ended up with him. Ain't that how it went? I think he likes to collect people. I think he's one of, because I know somebody like that. I think he likes to have what other people have. Okay, she with you, I'm gonna get her. I think he's one of them people. I think he collects people, and that's could be why he was abusive to her. He didn't really want her, but he wanted her because he had her. You know them kind of folks. He wanted her because he had her. Let's see if I can get her. Like I got girlfriends like that. I've had through the years. Let me see if I can get them. They don't really want the dude, but they want to see if they can get him. Their whole goal, their whole quest is to get him. They don't really want him. They want to get him. See if they can get him. It's something in their ego that feeds off of that, right? And I just think that Diddy is one of them kind of people. That's what I think. I think he wants them. He's one of them. Yeah, I think he's one of those kind of people. It's getting real deep. It's getting real deep. Yeah. But they're saying that there can't be no more charges brought up against J-Lo because that's over with. But if Shine wanted to, and what I understand is y'all was at an event. Why did y'all need weapons? Why did y'all need weapons? Right? I don't get it. That always puzzled me. But like I said, there's too many people. And heaven forbid if he had anything to do with Tupac and Biggie. Now, I don't kind of really think that. Because in my mind, I'm like, why would he get rid of Biggie? Biggie was his biggest artist to date. He ain't never had nobody bigger. Mace may have come close. But, y'all, I saw last night, or this morning, I can't remember the time run together. 50 responded to Stevie J. And I thought it, but I had forgot it. 50 was a Golden Glove boxer. And at one time, he was in Floyd's camp. That might be why how you know Floyd don't know how to read and stuff like that. 50 is a boxer, right? And he responded in a giggly, funny kind of way with his friends, right? With his friends. I was waiting on the response. Took a little longer, but 50 is a mogul, so he busy. He doing shit, right? But he responded. Then Stevie J goes on TMZ. He went on TMZ. He said he been knowing Puffy 29 years. He ain't never heard none of that. Now, if everybody else done heard it, Luke say he left the party early. Denzel said he leave the party early. Other folks say they leave the party, don't even go to the Diddy parties because they know what's going on. Stevie J, who was his producer, who was in the circle, he said he ain't never heard nothing about that in 29 years. Why are you going so hard for somebody? Why are you going so hard, Stevie J? Because now we side-eyeing you. Why are you going so hard for Diddy? Tell us why. I get it if it's your friend. But like I said, if it was what would y'all do? If it's y'all friend been accused of all this, would you speak publicly or would you just sit back and be cool? Now, I'm going to just sit back and be cool. I ain't going to implicate myself. Because I may have been at a party where a girl got drugged and they had their way with her. I could have been. I don't remember. Like, I wouldn't be saying nothing. He's jealous. You think he's jealous? Hey, Josh, you think he's jealous of his sons? I'm not messing with. Yeah, that was really weird. And it was even weirder that what her name is? What her name? Just said her name. Oh Lord. Lori Harvey went with that. What type of that brought her whole score up higher to me. That brought her whole score up. Because you with him and the daddy. I get it, you young and you can kick with all the dudes, all the famous dudes. But you went with him and his daddy, that took your whole level up a bit. That took your whole number up. That took your whole number up to me. To me. And I ain't mad. If you paid to date these dudes, get your money. I ain't mad about that. I am not mad about that. But if you went with him, had sex, what if she had sex with the son and Diddy? Now that's gross. And you were oblivious, but these folks, I believe they knew. Yeah, I think Suge Knight had something to do with Tupac and Biggie Dev. Okay. Because Stevie J got that. Hey, Gail. The subject is Diddy and all of the stuff going on with him. Stevie J taking up for him. Stevie J saying he want to box 50. 50 is a Golden Glove boxer, so he has skills. The Sons, now, Justin has a lawsuit against him as well. His Diddy, do y'all think that, this allegedly, do y'all think that Diddy showed his sons how to be? Because the one son is being accused of drugging and essaying a woman. Right? And we're also talking about, Gail, do you think Diddy did all of these things that they say that he did? Do you think he did all these things that they say he did? Right? The stuff with Lil Rod, I think Lil Rod knows some stuff, but he was okay with what was going on. Something may have happened, and he said, well, I'm about to tell, or something like that. I think he was okay. There's no way in hell, because didn't he work for him for a while? Over a year or some years or something like that? There's no way that I'm going to work somewhere where people touching all over me. Mm-mm. And I don't have to be there. Mm-mm. I don't believe that. Mm-mm. I don't believe that. Now, the other stuff with the ladies and the people unalived in his circle and his mistreatment of women, yes, I believe. I believe Cassie, if nothing else. Let's say everything else is a lie. I believe Cassie. I still would like to know why they went and raided his homes with military-style force with some young men. I don't, and the infrared beams, like that was too much. But it's something that they know and we don't know. And if it's human trafficking, that's horrible. That is horrible. If he is guilty of human trafficking, allegedly, that is horrible. That is the epitome of monster. And then you have no need to human traffic. You're rich. Why are you human trafficking? For the fun of it? What would be his point of human trafficking? That's the part I don't get and I don't understand. You were getting money from it. Who were you procuring these women for? That's the list I want. Who are these people that was benefiting from these underage sex workers? Or sex workers, period, but definitely the underage. If you grown and you selling pussy, that's you. That's on you. Fine. But the underage and the human trafficking and going from, and evidently they went state to state. I need to know who those people are. And they need to tell us. We need to know. He did not pay him for some services and then he wanted to tell everything. Probably. Wait, what Nick Cannon say? Headlines that popped up on my news page. Nick Cannon defends Diddy as a friend while discussing challenges of Cassie lawsuit and research. I briefly saw that either this morning or last night, but I didn't read it or listen to it or whatever I saw it on. I don't see, listen, dudes that don't like women, Nick Cannon don't like women. He got 17,000 baby mamas. Those kind of dudes' thoughts don't matter to me. Just like Slim Thug, Stevie J. Pay attention to the dudes that's down with him now. Pay attention to the dudes that's got his back. Pay attention to the dudes that got his back. They don't like women. They're abusive to women. Women are secondary. Women are not nothing to them. Nick Cannon's thoughts don't mean shit to me. You got 17 baby mamas. They don't mean shit to me. Your ideas don't see when people make People could do what they want in life, but when you make bad judgments and poor decisions, I don't value your thoughts. I don't value your thoughts. You got 17 baby mama. You know what a boy told me at work today? Young man, I like him too. My buddy, we laugh all the time. He young. He said, and this is into the mind of a young man. He said, he told me this yesterday, that he used to dream or want to have a baby in every country. Follow me now. A baby in every country. And I said, well, how that's gonna work? How you gonna see them all? How you gonna take care of them? He said he want a baby in every country so that they can become kings of that country. Now the idea of your children being kings, that's a wonderful idea. Maybe in the 1500s or something, I don't know. But and so when I repeated it back to him, he started laughing because I want you to hear what the fuck you just said, right? And he was serious when he was telling the story, straight face. He wanted kids from every country so that when they got grown, they could be the kings of that country. Nick thinks stupid, y'all. I like him, man. You know, if you ever see this, I love you, nephew. But just how men think. Men think very differently than us. And sometimes they have irrational thoughts. And for y'all information, the older they get, if those irrational thoughts are not checked, it gets worse the older they get. Now, I just saw in a comment, I don't know how true this is allegedly, that maybe something happened to Diddy by his parents, why he's that way. I saw that in a comment, right? I'm more concerned with why you don't value a woman, why you found it necessary to abuse women in every way possible, right? Because if he was with Cassie 13 years, shit, I thought he was with Kim all them years, or off and on. Got all the kids. He got 4 kids, but I thought he had 2, 3. Well, she had 4 kids, but he had 3 kids by her. So, you was with her. You was with both of them at some point, right? He liked collecting things. He liked beautiful women. He liked to collect them and break them down. That's what I'm saying. This is my thoughts. These are my thoughts. That might not be what happened. These are my thoughts. He liked to collect beautiful women and break them down, tear them down. There's a lot of men do that. They ain't got to be rich to do that. Regular dudes do that all the time, right? Why? I don't know. I can't delve into the psyche of a man because I'm not a man, but this is what I've experienced and this is what I've seen. You know, they can take the most beautiful woman in the world and tear her all the way down. That's their goal. Why? I don't know. Denise, what you say, Denise? Diddy did not pay him for some services. Oh, I seen that. Did he gonna get locked up? R. Kelly got his back. Joshua says, I love women so much, I respect females, period. Jay-Z and Beyonce has a couple of kids here. R. Kelly has his back. I'm like, who cares what you think? I heard Russell Simmons and Andre Harrell abused him when he first got in the music business. I heard that about that. But, you know, he did rise very quickly as a young man. Oh, my, that would be horrible. That would be horrible. Are all these men like men? All the men like men? I can't, y'all. I can't. This is going to be an ongoing saga. We're going to be talking about it from time to time, maybe every day, maybe every other day. Because y'all send me stuff. I don't get to see a lot of things until at night. But this is horrible. That's all I can say. This is horrible. And initially, y'all know, I didn't want to believe it. But it's too much. It's too much. Yes, you are innocent until proven guilty, but y'all know how human nature works. If we think you guilty before you get to the court, you guilty. Now you got to prove your innocence. That's human nature. That's human nature. Legally, the court's got to prove your guilt. Morally, we've already convicted him. We've already convicted him. And I'm tired of people talking about black people got to stick together. Stick together? What they got to do with this man been abusing women and doing all type of, and evidently We already knew that he didn't pay his artists. That was one thing right there. He gave bad contracts. We knew that. So that means you had unscrupulous behavior anyway, right? But the fact that you abusing women, allegedly, human trafficking, allegedly, young girls, it's too much. People that are not in your presence on this earth anymore, it's too much. It's too much. And I feel sorry for his children. I feel sorry if he taught his boys by them watching him. Because I hate to think he said, okay, y'all sit down. Let me tell y'all something. I hate to think he did that. I just think that was a learned behavior. If they've been doing things with not so nice to women, allegedly, if these my thoughts. I think it was I want to hope that it was a learned behavior. They just saw him doing that. They just saw him doing that. He didn't set him down and say, okay, y'all, let me tell you something. This is what you do. Nah, I don't want to believe that he did that. My mind ain't gonna go like that. I don't want to believe that he did that. But they're saying, allegedly, that the one son helped, or if not both, helped to get these ladies. Would you teach your son that? Don't you want your son to be better than you? The what? Yeah, I heard it. I can't hear it. It's so disgusting. If you're talking about that sex tape. His mom is weird like that. I always thought there was a little something between them. You know, people say that because I saw a clip. I don't know if y'all sent it to me. They kissed each other in the mouth. They kissed each other in the mouth. I just thought about it just now when you said that. They kissed each other in the mouth. That's strange. Do y'all kiss y'all mamas in the mouth? I ain't never kissed my kids. My kids wouldn't even. I only kiss my kids on the cheek. I hug. I'm a hugger. I only kiss my kids on the cheek like that, but in the mouth, right? He kissed his mama in the mouth. I say that one more time. At the liquor company, they also offered. I saw that. I didn't know what the name of the company was though. To take Diddy's place as a, and as petty as my main man's is, I think he gonna do it. But would that be a contradiction or a conflict of interest because he has that cognac? Would that be would that be legally right? Yeah, I saw that this morning. And why would they, Angel? Why would they offer 50 Cent? Because they know 50. They trying to hurt Diddy now, because they know 50 Cent has been trolling Diddy, and now black men in New York, especially, and rappers, they done coined the saying "No Diddy." So when they say something like "No Diddy," right? This thing has gotten so big and so monstrous and so just so much, right? Yeah, it's gotten so big, y'all. It's really sad. It's tragic. This is worse than Bill Cosby, and it's worse than R. Kelly, because Bill Cosby, they allegedly he drugged women. R. Kelly, he did something with his women, the women's that he had up in his camp, right? This Diddy is 10 times worse than this, just on the strength of the human trafficking, allegedly. If that's what he was doing, because he had to be doing something. Homeland Security, they don't just come to your house like that. They know stuff, and they say that Cassie is cooperating and she gonna help. She's seen it all for 13 years. What a way to pay somebody back that's been abusing you for 13 years. You know. Anyway, y'all. Cash at me if you can. Buy a t-shirt if you don't have a t-shirt. My information is down in the description box, or it will be. If it ain't in there right now, it will be. Or look on another video. I'm tired now, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I had a really good, fun day at work, but I wore myself out. I caught a second wind, right? And I had so much energy. When I came home, I was ready. But now I done got tired. I done ran out of gas. I done straight ran out of gas, right? And in a minute, I'm going to need an oil change. I'm tired. So, Members tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Y'all email me what you want to talk about. Everybody else, Jack Squad, I'll see you Monday because I can only do 4 days because the sister be tired, right? I woke up this morning, my gum was hurting on one side, and I had to immediately take my medicine. So as soon as I cracked my eyes, even though it don't hurt, it ain't hurt it. I took some medicine at work, the pills at work. But that still is a problem a little bit. So it probably will be for a while. But because they said it takes a while for your gums to heal. So anyway, y'all, cash at me if you can. Members tomorrow. And we're going to talk about some stuff, right? Now, let me tell y'all this. I probably said before, I'm saying now because it's on my mind. Once I finish my book, and it's going to be about 30 days. Once I get it published and get it sent off to Amazon and stuff, edited and formatted and sent off to Amazon, I am then going to work on, because I just literally have no time. I wake up in the morning and everything is busy till I go to work, and then I come home and be with y'all, then I flop into the bed. I am going to concentrate on how to do my videos, how to upload videos, so when I'm talking to y'all, because that's what I'm missing. I don't have the entertainment factor that most bloggers have. I'm going to learn that. So y'all stick with me. I'm going to learn that. Got 8,700 subscribers, y'all. So that's going to be my next venture, my next business at hand, my next task at hand, to learn how to operate on my computer and put videos and stuff up. I ain't got it yet. I ain't even got time to learn it yet, right? But I'm going to do that as soon as I finish with my book process. That's the next thing on the agenda. So I appreciate y'all for hanging with me, right? Because I'm just a little plain old Jackie. Did get StreamYard now. Got StreamYard, but I'm just a little plain old Jackie. But I'm gonna pump it up as soon as I finish with this book. I'm gonna pump it up. So I'm doing fine. Thank you. Good night. That's right. Good night, y'all. So I'll see the members tomorrow. Everybody else, Monday at 8. Good night.